Welcome to another Cards Field Turf episode on the Compass 77. I just thought that, given the announcement that I recently recorded about the fantasy football team that is going to be part of Cards Field Turf as well, I just thought it would be quite cool if could just look at some options that we have that could help to create and build the team. So this episode is actually going to be the one where we're going to be looking at some of the goalkeeper options that we have. I'm going to start with this goalkeeper, Kasper Schmeichel. Kasper Schmeichel, part of quite an interesting Leicester City team. I think they've definitely strengthened. Yes, they sold Harry Maguire to Manchester United, but they might get Tarkowski from Burnley. So if that happens, then they're still going to have quality in defence. I back Kasper Schmeichel also from penalties, because VAR is going to could be an issue this season. And you never know, he could be a really, really good option to have in your team or our team. So we'll see. But definitely an option with Kasper Schmeichel. Then we have Jordan Pickford, Everton goalkeeper. Everton, they've had some changes, but they've looked solid. They looked solid at times last season. And I also back Pickford from penalties as well. So he could also be an option. Not the cheapest, these two, Schmeichel and Pickford, but still players that could be. They're not really, really expensive in the game, but they're not the cheapest. So kind of like a average price goalkeepers there, but options all the same. And also with this option, Everton, they've got quite good fixtures at the start of the season, so that might not be a bad idea. But then again, you might want to go with maybe Coleman in defence or Dean in defence. So, playing a goalkeeper and defender, maybe not the best option. So option there, definitely. And then here we've got Dubravka of Newcastle. I think he's actually a good goalkeeper, just that I don't think he's going to keep a lot of clean sheets. I think Newcastle have a lot to do. And they're definitely going to be one of the favourites to go down. So although I do rate this goalkeeper, I don't think he's going to be one that I'm going to consider for the team. And you notice I had like two piles. That's just because some of the piles were from swaps and some of them from the album. So now these are from the album. So Leno. Leno is an option. I think Arsenal are going to be better. I think they're going to score more goals. And at the same time, I think they're going to keep more clean sheets. So yes, and Leno is also not that expensive, to be honest, in the game. I think he's about 5 million in the game, if I'm not mistaken. So he's definitely an option. Definitely an option as well. And then here we got Matthew Ryan. Now he's one of people's favourites. Because of the fact that he's only 4.5 million in the game, and that frees up funds for other positions in the team. You've got 100 million to spend, and you've got to kind of spread that money out, and you've got to try and come up with the best possible team for the season. Now, another good thing about owning Matthew Ryan is that you can also own his teammate from Brighton, Button. I don't have the Button cards, hence the Button and Burnley and Brighton, logo. But if you put those two together, you definitely will have a goalkeeper each week, providing they don't get injured or suspended or something. You've got cover there, just options really to free funds. Chelsea, I think, will have an interesting season. I think, Frank Lampard, I think he's going to bring a lot of positivity. And I think Kepa's going to be one of those goalkeepers, I think, who's going to be one of the best in the world. I just got this feeling. He's got that, I think, arrogance about him. And yes, maybe not the most... he's not the most expensive, actually. He's not the cheapest. I think he's one of the within budgets, the average price range. So he's definitely an option. Definitely not for me for the first game. They're playing Manchester United. I don't want to kind of root for our opponents. But if you have a team and you're considering Kepa, well, I think it's a good option as well. Definitely. Yeah. I'm actually going to go with these two here straight away. Alisson and Ederson. Liverpool, Manchester City. You can't go wrong with these goalkeepers. You can't. The only downfall is, they're pricey. They're pricey. That's the only downfall with these goalkeepers. But they're solid goalkeepers. Fantastic also options from the penalty spots. I think they're going to, if they have to face a penalty, they do have a great chance of saving it. I think they're top goalkeepers. I can't really add anything more. If you're looking for a premium goalkeeper, if you don't worry about spending more on goalkeepers, then definitely these two are options. Absolutely. But also an option is David De Gea. David De Gea last season, just like the most of Manchester United players and team, not good enough. But this season, I think he's going to do a lot better. And Manchester United's defence is going to do a lot better. And we're going to keep a lot more clean sheets. And he's not the most expensive as well. So yeah, if you're looking for also a goalkeeper from penalties, David De Gea, definitely. Hugo Lloris of Tottenham. Yes, also an option similar to David De Gea in that sense. He's not the most expensive. He's good from penalties. Although he did have a kind of solid season last year. I think he's just going to continue. He's a solid goalkeeper. You want a goalkeeper who's solid. You're looking at maybe a bit cheaper than Alisson and Ederson. And maybe you're not trusting Manchester United at the moment. This guy. Then, Lloris could be your goalkeeper. Łukasz Fabianski, he got a lot of FPL points last season. I'm not sure if he was not the most. I'm not sure. I'm not sure on that if he got the most. But he was definitely up there. But I'm not sure this season. West Ham, I don't know. Compared to other teams, I'm doubtful a bit. I'm doubtful. So I'd be wary about selecting Łukasz Fabianski. Definitely at the start, they've got Man City and for the first game of the season. So at the moment, that's a no for me. But maybe sometime during the season, an option. Okay, and then there's Patricio, who is part of a Wolves side who had a fantastic season last year, and that is why I've added the logo in the top load along with all these other clubs that had a great season because they really impressed. Patricio was centre to that. You've got to have a solid goalkeeper. He is a solid goalkeeper. You can choose him, yeah, definitely. He's not the most expensive also, so he could be affordable. And you could still build a really good team while having Patricio as your, for example, number one goalkeeper. I'd definitely have him as number one if I had him in the team. There's no point in having someone else and having him as backup. I don't think that works. But yeah, also, as I said, an option. They're all options. Well, this has been the episode where we've looked at goalkeepers. There will be 3 more episodes. One looking at defenders, one looking at midfielders, and then, of course, the forward players, the players who's going to try to get those goals. But for this episode, it's everything for now. Thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Feel free to subscribe if you haven't. Feel free to subscribe, like, comment and share. Notification bell to stay up to date with everything the Compass 77 and Cartwheel Turf related. And let's enjoy this upcoming season. Come on!